If you get a chance to take a look at me and Diane's book that came out, the title, just kind of walk you through what it meant, and the content of the book, I think is really important to you. We started with the word, my God. If you look at the title, it's got an exclamation point, and you see it here, my God. And so this really means I found him again. And I was lost, I didn't find him. So it was the point of saying, it's my God, as I don't want to say this is your God. I don't feel like I'm telling you to do anything. I'm just glad I found my God again after losing. And then over here you see our God, question mark, it's say, as I work with Jewish partners and different leaders in the world, that I'm not saying that my God's our God. You know, our God, that universal God, is still in question for me. I see it, I understand it, but I found him again. So we really worked on this title for a long time, and it's a picture of the Western Wall in Jerusalem. And you see in my hand there, I'm actually putting small prayers in the wall going back to the original temple. And prayers that my employees had given me and said, Joe, pray for me. I took these prayers over and put them in the wall. And then in behind it, we worked with artists that put all the faces, thinking of all the people in the world that ever got to that wall. Could have been Muslim, could have been Christian, could have been Jewish, could have been any leaders in the world, that all the people had touched that wall and the power of that wall of getting back to God's voice. So we really worked hard on my God and our God. And then at the bottom there, it talks about a spiritual journey to the Holy Land, and then it says a long apologetic prologue. And really the book's two-part. I got on a plane to fly to Tel Aviv, and I started writing it down, and I was starting to think I was already in Israel, but God kept taking me back to my third grade teacher, to why I used to hate my sister, to why I was mad at my mom, to all these little things that were going on in my life that I didn't understand. So I kept writing it out. And so I realized that the original apologetic prelude was more, I needed to kind of get a hold of myself before I landed. And the irony was, when I land in Israel, I just finished going back and rebuilding my life. And every time I wrote the chapters or the journaling, it was pretty much God saying, it was your issue, it was your fault. It wasn't their fault all along. So we kind of joked with the beginning there, saying an apologetic prologue, which really kind of looked back to my life and how I blamed religion and how, as a sinner, I made huge mistakes in my life, and how I really want to go back and heal myself. Then the second part was the Holy Land. It's a journal going the Holy Land and really walking the footsteps of the Old Testament, the New Testament, and really not hearing your priest, your pastor, your rabbi, just you and God by yourself. You know, picking up, going to places like the Jordan and reaching the water and filling the water yourself, the same water that everybody else touched. You know, going to the Transfiguration, seeing where Elijah was, and going to Elijah's cave. So to me, the book will take you through the Holy Land without the cost of travel, without the cost of safety, and you'll really feel the Holy Land like you never had before. And it's all true in the sense you'll feel it. So we think it's a two-part book about me forgiving myself, and then on the plane, spending time in the Holy Land and seeing God in a whole different light that was so exciting and so powerful. I didn't know, and I tell you got to go, it's that powerful. And the end was about how when I got back, I changed. Our company went through a complicated transaction, and we were basically, I was a minority owner in the company. The company was sold. I became a new owner with new partners, and I have great Jewish partners as part of our company. And so the ending, me and Dianne spent 2 years, we kept saying, how's this book gonna end? And finally, the last night, we were finalizing the manuscript, we got done. Our transaction, converting our company from one company to another company, happened that same week. And so we looked down that week, and it was actually, we're holding hands with Jewish leaders and Christian leaders, all crying and praying for our residents and praying for our stakeholders. So at the end, God took us this beautiful ending of, gosh, here I am with this diverse leadership roles, praying for the stakeholders, the resident communities. And so we never saw the ending. So the ending, we think, is just a magnificent ending that we didn't see till the end, until the last moment we were closing the notebook and wrapping it up.